Tsunami alerts have now been lifted in several regions after powerful waves struck coastal areas following a massive earthquake off Russia's Far East. On July 30th, 2025, a magnitude 8.8 earthquake occurred off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, triggering tsunami warnings that spread across the Pacific, including Russia, Japan, Hawaii, the U.S. West Coast, and other nearby nations. In Russia, especially around Severokurilsk on the Kuril Islands, waves up to 4 meters hit the coast, flooding port areas and causing structural damage. A state of emergency was declared and around 2,000 residents evacuated safely. No fatalities have been confirmed. In Japan, evacuation orders affected over 900,000 to nearly 2 million people along the Pacific coast from Hokkaido to Wakayama. Waves recorded were mostly under 1.3 meters, with the highest near Ishinomaki port. Despite one reported death in Mie Prefecture during evacuation efforts, damage remained limited. The Fukushima nuclear plant was evacuated as a precaution. Eventually, many warnings were downgraded to advisories. In Hawaii, initial tsunami warnings were issued, with waves reaching 1.5 to 1.8 meters in some locations. Ports, beaches, and coastal roads were closed, and residents moved to higher ground or upper floors of buildings. As wave activity proved mild, warnings were later downgraded to advisories. In the continental U.S., advisories were in place for parts of California, Oregon, and Washington, with some areas lifted earlier than others. Minor surges of around 1 foot, 0.3 meters, were measured. Officials urged residents to stay clear of beaches and harbors. Alerts were also issued across much of the Pacific, including Chile, Peru, and island territories like French Polynesia, but most regions eventually downgraded or lifted warnings after wave activity remained below predicted levels. Notably, Chile upgraded its alert to red and evacuated hundreds along its coast. Adding to the drama, the earthquake appears to have triggered an eruption at the Klyuchevskoy volcano in Kamchatka, with lava flows and explosive activity observed. In summary, while the 8.8 magnitude tremor caused widespread alarm across the Pacific, swift early warning coordination and evacuations appear to have prevented large-scale damage or loss of life. Most tsunami warnings have now been lifted in Hawaii, Japan, Russia, and U.S. coastal states, though authorities continue to monitor the situation. Reaction and aftershocks remain a concern. That's the latest update. We'll bring you developments as they unfold.
Yeah, it's because Japan is so prone to earthquakes and tsunamis that it is so well prepared. A lot of the harbors have sea defenses. There is a warning system, a very sophisticated warning system in place, and people do have very vivid memories of the last massive quake, which was in 2011. That was